Insert shitty intro here. Yeah, that was a great one. Anyways, what's up YouTube? It is... I don't have an online alias. Listen, it's just fucking Zach, okay? And I am here bringing you some Total War Warhammer footage. Ignore the background noise. It's a fan because it's hot in the room. And listen, we're not a high quality, high budget production. Okay, listen. We were English is good. The scenario, grand campaign, Colonel Deacon Slaughter, my essay, my homie, my co-worker, he is rocking the Dwarf clan. Just the straight up dwarfs, you know, not clan Ungrit or whatever the hell the ghost people are. Just, you know, normal dwarves. He's fitted with a pretty decent early game army, I guess. I mean, bunch of warriors. His formation's kind of lacking just in the strength of his warriors, but whatever. And a fucking giant ass line of quarrelers, because you know quarrelers best unit in game. Meanwhile, we have the Bretons, no, border princes, but they're basically Bretons with guns, I guess. Warhammer fans, please don't kill me for this. They have a pretty diverse team, you know. They have a bunch of pistoliers mixed with some crossbowmen and spearmen and swordsmen. So, you know, generally with this amount of variety, you expect some sort of a fight. And that's kind of what you get after they spend about half an hour trying to figure out where the hell they want to attack from. While the dwarves just sit here like, yo, we're gonna murder your faces. Honest. Dude, listen, I feel you. I don't want to be fighting these border princes either, but we got to do what we got to do, you know? Sometimes, honestly, this seems like a fucking horrifying thing. You know they're coming, you hear their hooves approaching. If they weren't fucking drunk out of their mind dwarfs, they'd probably be pissing their pants right now. But whatever. On the other side, though, these guys have no idea how they're taking this approach. They're just running forward. And just sitting there and being like, yo, dog, we can shoot them. And honestly, the commander bro is like, nah, we wait. And then the other bros, they shoot them. And this is a really good in-depth play-by-play of this entire battle scenario coming at you from a freaking strategic mastermind, okay? They, the fucking horse people do their flanky shit, but they decide to stop halfway through. Oh, and they continue to do their shooty, flanky stuff. But the dwarfs noticed, and they turned around and they started firing the freaking bows or crossbows. Or what do these guys have? Crossbows. Okay. The horsies are not liking that, honestly. They decide to stand still and just take the arrows. Because, I mean, why not, really? Nope, they have had enough of the arrows. They're charging the front lines, and apparently not. They're having second thoughts while still taking... Oh, my fucking God. So the second thoughts weren't actually second thoughts. They were just the thoughts of, I need to load my pistol to shoot at these guys. And now they're being punk bitches. And running from a bunch of short men. Oh, nope, they were just baiting them in. Let's see how this on the front... And it's a freaking hail of arrows just being exchanged from the main line. And, you know, they're focusing heavy fire on their lord. Their lord just... He's running with a shield. It's not hitting him. They have horrible aim. You know, for people that are so short, you'd think he'd be able to hit their ankles or something like that. Meanwhile, we have freaking horsies. They're just freaking done. They're like, oh no, wait, they're not done. They're not done at all. They were just taking a rest. They needed a water break. They needed their Gatorade. They're just running across the dead horsies of their fallen friends and allies. Just completely ignoring the wave to the left. Never mind. They're just surrounding the wave to the left. Shooting the shit out of them. Meanwhile, we just have some casual battles over here. You know the general shit. Just very plump, small men jumping and hitting people in the face. You know, doing some overall acrobatic shit for small people with you know, stubby legs, but whatever. Over here, we still have warriors just taking L's for no reason whatsoever. They're just dying so hard. Like, you'd think that there'd be some action from these guys. Nah, they're just gonna sit here. Meanwhile, right in the middle of the crowd, we have our Dwarfing King, Brogmir, whatever the hell is Dwarf. It sounds Dwarfen. That's all that matters. We're fighting Maurice. His name is Maurice because he seems like a Maurice with that fucking majestic ass mustache. Meanwhile, over here we have the Quarrelers just not doing much, and the Warriors doing considerably less. In fact, they're just kind of retreating and getting shot in the asses instead of getting shot in the front. Pistoliers just are not letting them have a fun time. In the forest, the forest sometimes has like a strategic benefit just because they can't see the people that are shooting them. Meanwhile, the people that are shooting them can see them. But that doesn't really help when, you know, they're visible. Now they're just having a bad time regardless. This is, obviously, I know a lot about this game. The other enemy lord is actually broken and being a weak bitch, running away. Like, what the fuck, Maurice? I thought you were cool. Whatever. We don't need Maurice. I didn't develop attachments to Maurice or anything, which is good because, I mean, no, that's not good. Maurice is cool. There's no need to kill Maurice, guys. Just let him go. The Pistoliers are just not letting them touch the leader. In fact, the Dwarfs don't even care about the leader anymore. Except for these ones. They're making like a little shield. They're like afraid of the horses, I guess. Maybe they've never seen horses, or maybe they're just not used to things being that tall. Or guns, apparently. Holy shit. I feel like this should have been expected. At some point or another, it should have been expected, but I guess we'll let it pass. Let's go ahead and speed this up, because this is basically how the battle goes for a long time. Just people taking L's, people routing, people, lines breaking, freaking line by line. It's freaking tragic, I'm telling you. This battle lasted the entirety of the 60 minutes, and you'll see why eventually. And that's the main thing that pissed me off, is why this battle lasted so long. We have Micro Dick over here. He's really angry with this long braided. He's just, even just the force of his swing pushes people away. Him jumping near people scares them enough for them to die. Just look, shields flying everywhere. People doing jumping cuts to his back. But he does not seem to even flinch. He's just jumping up, kicking everyone in the face, getting considerably higher than I thought he would, all things considered. These guys really don't know how to handle this guy. They're starting to think this guy may be a god. Wow. The rest of his army is routing like a bunch of little pussies. The Quarrelers are just, you know, firing on the enemy like always. Just getting a little view from the outside here. I really wish I could turn off banners. I don't know how to, but if there probably is a way, I'm just fucking stupid, you know? The border princes are really starting to just get bored of this whole fight. They're like, man, this short dude is kicking our asses. We should probably just retire while we're ahead. These guys get the idea and just kind of retreat back towards the miners to kill the miners. They don't have much of a hard time because they have pretty long legs, and the miners have nubs for legs. Not actual nubs. I mean, some of them may due to horrible mining explosions, but, you know, that's just part of the job, I guess. Meanwhile, the entirety of Deacon Slaughter's freaking army is just gone. Either dying or gone, yet for some reason, the troop count and the balance of power is still pretty damn even. He's lost the majority of his main melees units just because of the badassery of this dwarf alone. Just not giving a single shit. Like, I mean, this is all from that dwarf. This entire line of people this man has killed. He has to have a horrible time sleeping. Meanwhile, the freaking swordsmen, they're just being little punks. They realize that their men are routing around them. The quarrelers, they give up. They just want some ale at this point. They're just done. The problem with this group of Total War games, even dating back to freaking Rome 2, is that people will just leave the battle entirely, and they'll come back, and you'll forget that they've come back. They're just like, hey, yo, like this guy over here. They'll chill out near the border, and you're like, I really have no units. And then you realize, I have like 7 units of nearly dead people. And those nearly dead people could really have been helping in this engagement over here, where my Deacon's Dwarf warriors were actually having a pretty nice time kicking the asses of these crossbowmen. Which, I mean, is in the middle of this battle, we still have this dwarf tearing shit apart. He is confident. He may be tired, but damn it, confidence goes for freaking miles with this guy. He's like, yeah, mate, I have at least 100 confirmed kills right now. I don't think you little bitches are stopping me. Meanwhile, his entire army is fled. He isn't aware of that, though. He's really focused on this battle where the numbers are dwindling very quickly. We have a bunch of miners just being little bitches, running away. And warriors, no longer routing, but still pretty freaking dwindled. This is an essential battle, by the way. It's not like it was like for nothing. This was taking a settlement that pretty much secured the southern section for me to come take over as the Empire, forcing the border princes down further south and eventually ending up taking their capital as a result of this battle. Oh fuck. That hurt a lot, actually. It swallowed. Whatever. Just don't concern yourself with why I stopped talking. Just concern yourself with Rogmir, eager and ready to shove his axe up the arses of his competition, or just walk away casually like nothing's happening, like he's not in the middle of a battle. He's going to discipline his men, just slap the hell out of them, Meanwhile, we have a general just trying to escape. He's doing his best, and Brogmir knows he's trying, though he can't do anything with this current engagement that he's being forced into right now. The entirety of Deacon's army has fled like little pansy bitches, which is completely understandable. By the way, just because I said this battle secured the South doesn't mean we won. It was an essential battle, and really, we should have lost this very hard. However, Dwarf Dude does not give a fuck. Speed things up to get to the battle. Okay, this is the scene. We were zoomed into this dude, just looking as close as possible, just watching as he slowly took arrows for days, just all hitting him. One in the knee, one in the fucking hip. He does not care though. Okay, he flinched a couple of those, but I feel like that's completely fair, all things considered. He's really not pointing his shield towards where the arrows are firing. But, he's a little bit dazed from the war. that he's been fighting almost by himself with his incompetent ass units. And the charge happens. The duel is about to begin. This guy's like, nah, man, okay, I guess we're fighting. They cross swords and they just don't even touch each other. You expect it to jump out like some freaking Japanese anime type of shit where they both stop and one of them just kind of slides across like dead, you know, their like bodies cut in half. But no, freaking Brogmir's just slapping his shit around. This is a pretty even fight. Up until his own unit started shooting him in the face. At that point, he started realizing that one, he probably should have hired better units. And two, hold on. And two, that dwarfs are really freaking strong. This is probably a bad fight to get into, all things considered. Brogmir is just, you know, he's not even concerned with this fight. He just enjoys jumping. He's like playing freaking whack-a-mole over here. Friggin' General, whatever the hell his name is, we'll just call him Zhao for the moment. Besides, he's had enough of this and he wants to go home before this small angry man kills him. Meanwhile, Brogmir is just like, nah, man, you started this. You ready for this? Just look at your dead friends. See them? See them? Guess what? That's over you, boy. He catches up to them. He's kind of forced into combat now, and Brogmir just gets he gets confused by the trees. It's okay. He's not used to trees. Yeah, he's used to the underground, you know. The freaking General is just Brogmir. First off, he does not care about this missile barrage. He's just like, he has one target in mind, and that is General Zhao over here. General Zhao, his target is home, but he kind of dies, like, super hard.
We are relentless!
Now you think, yeah, I won this, I should probably just go home. Yeah, mate, nah, mate. And then, Deacon's like, hey, nah, I ain't no pussy boy. So he freaking charges the enemy crossbowmen and slaughters them. Just one hit after another. We're gonna go zoom in here just to see some of this action. Decapitation everywhere. Headbutts to the groin, apparently. I wasn't there though, so I can't really testify for his actual life. I think he was just making fun of him for being a dwarf, which is kind of fucked up, all things considered, considering he's got no disrespect. Considering he killed his freaking lord. Whatever. These guys are slowly realizing that they're outmatched by a single person, and they really should have gone to like swordsman school or something. This was not the faction that they should have fought for. They probably should have just like joined the orcs or something. Maybe became a lawyer, something other than fighting this small man. At one point, they really do just decide that they've had enough. And after he slaughters them relentlessly, he slaughters more relentlessly. He does not care about who he's killing at this point. He could be a dwarf, though he probably wouldn't be hitting the dwarves considering these high swings that he's doing and jump kicks and all that stuff. Because, you know, dwarf's kind of short. He would go right over him. He'd fall down on the ground. It'd be kind of awkward. These guys just bail. They're done with that. And he starts chasing them around the battlefield. This goes on for quite a while. Well, even the freaking ones that decided to come back in, like they got a confidence boost when he died. And then the rest, it just goes on and on this entire time. Like, you would think you'd be able to clear these guys out. Nah, they just broke and they're eventually come back. And start shooting at him in the back. However, this hunt goes on, and if I could play Yakety Sax right now, I would be playing Yakety Sax right now. In fact, I'm gonna go the lazy production route of playing Yakety Sax right now. 1 second. Just hold on. Hold on. Just give it a second.
I'm bringing you home.
That is not Yakety Sax. Don't worry. That is still not yakety sax. Alright. Hold on. Hold on. I got you. Okay, listen, you get the point. This goes on for a long time. Like, a long time. Like, if you want to continue watching the video, I would probably just, skip the entirety of it, but I lack editing skills. So just understand that this just goes on to a draw. They are never able to get within range. It's a beautiful fucking waste of 15 minutes. Just... if you enjoyed this shitty commentary and like this type of stuff, just go ahead and drop a like. If you disliked it, I understand. Like I can't blame you. But fuck you.